Hi, I'm Tim Van Milligan. Today I'd like to talk to you about a problem that I have personally when I fly rockets. I like to fly competition, and this is a competition rocket, and I like to use minimum diameter, and then I like to tape the motor into the rocket, just like this. And it's in nice and secure, but if you look at the tape, you see all the bumps of the tape as it goes around. This causes a lot of drag, and it also causes problems with a piston launcher. If you use a piston launcher to get a kick off the launch pad, all these bumps, they make the fit going into the piston launcher a little bit difficult to control. So I was trying to figure out how to solve this problem. What I came up with is tape strips. And they look like this. And these are tape strips for a 13 millimeter motor. And the way you use them is you just peel them off because they're just like a sticker. You put your rocket motor in. Sometimes it's a little loose, so I put a little friction on, just on the front end, not the whole thing. So if this is the nozzle right here, I'll put it on the front end because I don't want that tape to come out the back. See, now the fit is a lot tighter. I'll put it into the length that I need and take my tape strip. Oops, that one's stuck to that one. I'll just grab a new one here. And you see these little cutouts here? The cutout goes right at the edge of the tube, just like that. And you wrap it around. And one of the nice things, it goes almost completely around the rocket. This rocket has a little paint on it, so it's a little bit, doesn't make it all the way, but since these are vinyl, they're stretchy. And then what you do is you peel up the other end, and you just press them down. And then I can press it down with my fingernail. Look how nice and tight that is against the rocket, so it's nice and smooth. You just go around the rocket, and if there's any overlap, you do the overlap one last. And I press it down. Look at how nice and tight that is against the tube. I really like that. And then when you put it in a piston launcher, say this was my piston launcher, it goes in nice and smooth with just the right amount of friction. It's a little tight tube. It's a lot easier to control the fit because everything is down nice and smooth, and that's why I like them. And they are stretchy. This is a glider rocket called the Stratos Gale. It's 18 millimeter, and I made 18 millimeter strips as well, and they come in a sheet like this. And I cut this in a curve just because it's cool looking. I liked it. Since I was going to cut the tube anyway for the vent hole, I decided to cut that curve in there. And I just wrap it around, just like before, and press it down. But look how nice that, because the plastic is a little bit stretchy, I can really work it into the corners, and it's really aerodynamic. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it nice and aerodynamic. See, that looks really nice right there. The idea for these actually came because I had a lot of vinyl sheet like this. This was for another rocket kit that we make called the Starlift Mega Lander. This particular sheet, what happened was I ran out of paper and it didn't print the full decal. So now I got this full sheet of decal paper, or it's not full, it's not complete. And it's basically scrap, and I was going to throw it away. Sometimes on my decal printer I have to do a test pattern to make sure that I'm getting the right colors. But again, this is scrap vinyl, and I was just going to throw it away in a dumpster. So I said, well, why don't I make these these strips and use up that vinyl so that it didn't end up in the landfill without being used. So these are made from scrap, and no two are exactly alike. They're going to be different colors. There's going to be printing on them. It's whatever scrap that I have available. We're going to cut them out. We're going to make them cheap, and that's the thing, you know, so that you buy them, you use them, you know, and get some life out of them before they get tossed. So these are motor retention strips. They're from Apogee Components, and you'll find them at www.apogeerockets.com.